The year is 2012. Yeah, that year. But we're not talking about the apocalypse that didn't happen. Instead, we're going to talk about this time that I worked inside of a grocery store deli in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. And I know that sounds all bad, but it really wasn't. The worst part was living in Kansas, but the job itself was actually pretty sick. I had these 3 female co-workers, and we all worked together pretty well because I hated dealing with the customers and they hated frying chicken. Hands down, best co-worker relationship I've ever had. I even had a back door, so I would step out multiple times a day for a smoke. It was weed. And then, I would come back inside, throw a bunch of random stuff into the fryer, and eat a bunch of free food. I had a really good time there. One night, as we're closing up the shop, my coworker asks me if I want to get stoned. Summer nights in Kansas are pretty warm. However, this is not a summer night. It's something like November, and once that sun goes down, 40 starts feeling like 10 real quick. After we're done smoking, she offers me a ride home, and as much as I'd love a ride in this cold weather, I have a bike that I need to take home. Fortunately enough, I have all the right gear to keep me warm. I've got a big jacket, gloves, and a face scarf. I'm pretty decked out. Plus, it's only a 1.5 mile ride home, but once I get there, I realize I don't have my keys. At this point, I am still very stoned, and I start thinking about my options.
A. Wake up my father so he can let me in, but risk him seeing me super high. B. Wait outside in the cold darkness to sober up, and then wake up my father to let me in. C. Retrace my steps in the cold darkness all the way back to work in hopes that I find my keys. D. All of the above.
After a very slow ride back to work, in the cold darkness, with only the glow from my phone screen to light my way, what if I dropped him in my homegirl's car? So I give her a call and I ask her to search her car for my keys. Surely I'll find them on the way home. They have to be out.
So I am confusion.
So after riding my bike for about 5 miles and then blowing up my father's phone until he woke up to let me in, I finally made it inside and I took off my jacket. Right then and there, I remembered exactly what happened to my keys. After getting out of my homegirl's car, I had my keys in my hand and I thought to myself, where do these fall out of my pocket? That would suck. I'd be stuck out in the cold. So I put them in my inner coat pocket. And sure enough, yeah.
Cats is emailing you, they're texting you, yo, check my joint out, like me, follow me. So it loses its appreciation.
I think we pulled too much here.
What the f-
Sure looks like it.
D. All of the above.